Well, Faith Church, Christmas is tomorrow. 2006 is rapidly approaching the end. And I have to be honest with you, this holiday season is going to be a little rough for me. You see, about 6 weeks ago, I went into a dermatologist to get a mole removed on my arm. It's no big deal, just looked a little funky and thought I should have it checked out. So I went in, had it removed, and 2 days later I get a call on my cell phone. It's the doctor, and she tells me that I have melanoma. Melanoma is a rapid-moving skin cancer. After she said the word cancer, all her other words just became a blur. And I just said, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, where am I at? And she told me I was at a 3 right now. She also said that she wanted me to know the severity of what this all meant. And she said, Kevin, if you were to walk away from this right now and not do anything about it, you probably wouldn't live longer than 5 years. I can't even tell you what that feels like. So I asked the doctor, I said, what do I do now? And she just said, there's only one thing you can do, and that's fight. I can't explain to you what it was like to drive home from work that day and to walk in the front door and tell my wife the results of my lab. So what have I been doing for the last 6 weeks? Fighting. I've had 4 surgeries in 4 weeks, one of which I got 13 lymph nodes taken out of my side. Unfortunately, one of those tested positive, so basically that means the cancer's moved from my arm into my body. I met with a doctor the other day, and we were talking about future treatment. And what it comes down to is, if I have the right blood type, I can go to Washington, D.C. and be part of a government test on how to fight cancer through a vaccine. It'd be, 1 shot a month for 6 months, no big deal. But on the other hand, if I don't have this right blood type, then I have to go through chemotherapy. I hear that the chemotherapy is just horrible. And it's like having the flu for an entire year. Needless to say, I've been praying really hard for option A. My entire world in the last 6 weeks has been completely turned upside down. All my future plans, everything. That's just me. That's just my story. What's your story? Are you sick like me and totally freaked out about the future? Maybe your marriage is on the rocks. Maybe you're struggling with an addiction that's so much bigger than you are that you can't even handle it on your own. Maybe it's your faith. Maybe you're new to faith and you don't even know how to deal with it, or you're just trying to figure out who this Jesus guy is. Whatever it is, I think everybody struggles with something, big or small. In Matthew 7 it says, God gives good gifts. And I'll be honest with you, I've been struggling with that a lot. Because I'm trying to think to myself, how is a 26-year-old guy getting cancer a good gift? But through thinking about it and praying about it, I've seen a lot of the good gifts that have come out of my tragedy. For example, I know for a fact that I have friends and family all over the world praying for me. I've had friends step up and help me with things that I couldn't do on my own. My relationship with Christ has gotten so much better. My walk is so much closer now. I've fallen deeper in love with my wife. Laying in a hospital bed and, rolling over at 3 o'clock in the morning and seeing her laying on a cold tile floor, refusing to leave just because she knew how scared I was. That's just an example of a few good gifts that I've seen going through these last 6 weeks. I challenge you to look at the good gifts that you're given through your tragedies in your life. Because I think that once you see the good gifts that God gives, your perspective changes. And you get a peace about your situation.
I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I got peace like a river in my soul. Oh, I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I got peace like a river in my soul. Oh, yeah, I've got peace like a river in my soul. Well, I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. So I sing joy, joy, joy. Joy, 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 joy. Joy, joy, joy. In my soul, yeah. Singing joy. Joy to the world, yeah. Joy, joy, joy in my soul. I've got joy in my soul.
Well, Christmas is tomorrow, and I think for some of us it can be kind of a hard time. And I just feel led to pray. I know it's a little bit weird, and I'm pretty sure God can hear a prayer over video. So I just ask you if you'll join me. Lord, I am so scared about the future. And I'm pretty sure there's a few other people here that are scared too. I pray, Lord, that you turn our grief to grace and you skew our vision so that we can see the good gifts that you give us. In your name, amen. Merry Christmas.